Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Tigers today is Dan Petrie, whose record is 1-0 with a 0 ERA. And pitching for the Red Sox today is Bruce Hurst, whose record is 10-9 with a 4.21 ERA. Okay, we had a nice comeback victory yesterday, winning 10-6 over the Sox. And we move into the second game of this series. It's also the last day of July. So it is the trade deadline. And we're going to take a look at the Tigers roster here. And just kind of, in my opinion, I think we're good. And maybe... you may not feel the same way. And if you think there's something else I should have done, you can feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'm curious to see what else someone else might think should have been accomplished before the trade deadline. But looking at my lineup here, Ricky Henderson is tired today. That's why he's on the bench. But, otherwise, I feel like we're really well staffed as far as the starting lineup goes. We have good backups that are proven to come through with hits or play solid defense. We have many people who can play the outfield. So if someone goes down, like they did in our 1980 simulation that we played, we lost like 2 or 3 center fielders that year. We were basically picking up the scraps. And I don't feel like that's the case. We're solid in our starting lineup with our bench. Our minor leagues for batters are not great. We'll probably give Howard Johnson some PT when we get to September with the September call-ups. We'll probably see Marty Castillo again. We'll throw a Marty party back in the majors. And then, I don't know, who else would I bring up? We won't have Glenn Wilson back until next year. He was batting .346 before he got injured. So, he's supposed to be our right fielder for this season and for next year and the foreseeable future. But now we've got Kevin Bass. And now we've got Eddie Miller. Now we've got Andre Dawson, who, is mostly playing right field now because of our DH situation. So, looking at our pitching rotation here, we just got Dan Petrie back, and we feel like he's going to be good after one start. He'll pitch today, but after one start, we feel pretty good about him. Our number 5 starter is Tom Filer, who, he's a 5-inning guy, but he gets the job done, at least so far. And if he doesn't work out, we do have depth. We have Jerry Uger. We've got Bruce Robbins. We could go to Brian Kelly, who... might be the best of the 3. He does walk a lot of people. So we've got options. And then we've got some great potential starting pitchers in Double-A. We have Jeff Robinson, Danny Jackson. We've got Doug Drabick. In Single-A, we got Mark Leiter and David Cohn, Chuck Finley, Boomer Wells. And we have our top pitching draft pick from last year for this season, and that's Terry Taylor. So, we have some really good players on this team. I don't feel like there was anything else we needed to do. Now that we're in the 3rd season of this sim, we've sort of worked out all the angles. We got rid of the high-priced people. We've traded for people who are going to help us in the future. I feel like I've drafted well. So I guess, we'll have to see how we do down the stretch here. As long as we stay healthy, I think we have a good chance to win the American League East and hopefully the pennant. So here is Dan Petrie, the current Red Sox lineup. They battered him pretty good, but this is not the same old Dan Petrie. The Red Sox are batting .386 against him with a .614 slugging percentage. Weaver is the only pitcher not available today, so that's going to leave us with 2 righties. So if we have to go to a righty closer, it'll probably be Dave Smith getting the opportunity. Here's our lineup. As I mentioned, Ricky on the bench because he's listed as tired. So we just shift our outfield around. We move Gibby into the left field position. Eddie Murray goes to DH, and Greg Brock will get a start versus a left-hander, which is not the best thing in the world. Let's go ahead and officially do the lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing center field, is Eddie Miller. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and DHing is Eddie Murray. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh at first base is Greg Brock. Batting eighth in right field is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Pitching for the Red Sox today is Bruce Hurst, making his 24th start. That's a career high for him. 10-9 record with that 4.21 ERA. 120 Ks in 164 innings pitched. It's pretty great. That's borderline awesome for this generation of pitchers. Opponents are batting .271 against him. He doesn't walk many either. He has 5 complete games, 2 shutouts. Again, the typical fastball, right around 89 miles an hour. Ground ball pitcher for sure, 45% of the time. Fastball is his best pitch, rated at 94. He's got a slow curve and a forkball, both above average, and a slider that he mixes in. His overall rating, look at that, he's a 95. He is their ace of the staff right now. It's a little bit weird because we saw Bob Ojeda yesterday. He's the number 2 pitcher in the rotation, and now they're going from number 2 to number 1. So I have no idea who's going to pitch tomorrow. I'm assuming they'll probably go to number 3, which is another left-hander, John Tudor. Okay, here is the Red Sox defensive alignment. Is there anything different than yesterday? Yeah, it looks like Doug Rader will be catching instead of bad dude Stearns. Okay, Eddie Miller leading off. Had 2 doubles yesterday, has 7 on the season, and he had a stolen base. So Eddie Miller has been a really nice surprise for us as he pops out to short. Average under 400 for the first time now this season. Next up is Alan Trammell. Tram walks. He walked twice yesterday. Did not have a hit, though. Runner on first for Mickey Hatcher. This is a hit-and-run time. Hit-and-run Hatcher. I still like Sticky Mickey for the nickname, but hit-and-run Hatcher is just as appropriate. Although he pops up here to second as Barrett makes the play. 2 down. Only a 68% chance. This would definitely be a point where I would send a base runner to maybe steal second with 2 down and Eddie Murray up. But Bruce Hurst being a left-hander, it's probably not worth it. We're going to let Murray swing away, and he hits a ground ball to first. And that is the 3rd out. So we go to the bottom of the 1st inning. Here is the lineup rundown for the Sox. Batting leadoff in right field is Ivan Calderon. Batting second at second base is Marty Barrett. Batting third at third base is Wade Boggs. Batting cleanup and DHing today is Clint Hurdle. Batting fifth in left field is Jim Rice. Batting sixth at first base is Dave Stapleton. Batting seventh in center field is Freddie Lynn. Batting eighth in playing shortstop is Roy Smalley. And batting ninth, catching today, is Dave Rader. We'll take a quick look at Dan Petrie. There's not much to show. He had that incredible, unexpected first start to the season just 5 days ago. He got the victory, going 7 innings, did not give up a run. He did reach 100 pitches, and so we took him out to be safe, but he only gave up 2 hits, no walks. That's the key. He has 112 career walks and only 98 career strikeouts. So I hope he's turned the corner there. You see his previous record from our other 2 sim seasons where he was just so horrible that we could not keep him in the starting rotation. So we have some high hopes for the 23-year-old to see if he can't give us some stretch run quality innings. And here's the Tigers' defensive alignment. Pretty much the same as you're familiar with. And Ivan Calderon leading off against Dan Petrie. Calderon smacks it to deep center field. Caught right about the warning track there in center field by Miller. 1 down. Next up is Marty Barrett, 1 for 2 with 2 walks against Petrie in his career. That looked like ball 4, but Barrett goes down and punches it into left field for a base hit. Barrett over 300 now, up to 302. Wade Boggs, hottest hitter in baseball, as we showed you yesterday. And he even had a home run. It was his 4th of the season. And here he bounces it off the Green Monster for an RBI double. And Boggs cannot be stopped right now. That is his 33rd double of the season. Look at that. He had 37 doubles last year in our strike-shortened season. So that's the first run that Petrie's given up this year. I guess it had to happen. Runner on second. 1 down. Clint Hurdle up. And Hurdle pops it up into foul ground. Play is made by, I don't know. Clint Hurdle popped up. That's all you need to know. 2 down. Here's Jimmy Rice. And guess what? Jim Rice popped up behind home plate. Good job by Parrish making the catch. So the Red Sox are on the board. We're going to the top of the 2nd inning. 1-0 Red Sox. We've got Gibby, Parrish, and the Brock Ness Monster due up. Gibson takes strike 3 looking. Next up is Big Wheel Lance Parrish. Ground ball to short. 2 down. Greg Brock up next. Brock getting a start versus left-handers. Not a good left-handed hitter. He does have 1 home run versus lefties this year. And a slow roller to third, and Boggs throws him out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Hurst. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's Dave Stapleton leading it off. Comebacker to Petrie. And Petrie tosses it over to Brock. There's 1 down. Freddie Lynn up next. Dumps it into right center field, and it's going to be caught by Miller. That looked like a base hit. Taken away by Miller. Not a great defensive center fielder, but he's got a lot of speed, so that gives him some range. And then Roy Smalley popping it up to short. Oh no, Trammell, come on! Okay, we have to take a look at Tram. I swear to God. Okay, I mean, his fielding percentage, .967. That is pretty average for a shortstop. And he's a young guy. I mean, he's only 24 in this game. Looking at his fielding, that is 17 errors at shortstop this year. Now, he does get to a lot of ground balls, but his range is worse than last year. But his defensive range average is in the positive, and his defensive WAR is in the positive. So basically his defense is almost won us 1 game, is basically how that breaks down. It's not that simple, but that's the summation of it. So, I mean, he hasn't really played all that bad number-wise, but it seems like he makes so many costly errors. This one's not going to be a big deal, though, as Dave Rader grounds out to second. We go to the top of the 3rd. We've got Kevin Bass, Sweet Lou, and Eddie Miller due up. We've got 3 switch hitters in the lineup now, and 3 lefties, which is not really exactly what you want versus a left-hander. As Bass grounds out to second. He's probably the hottest hitting Tiger right now. with the exception of Henderson. And then Lou strikes out. He hits lefties well, but strikes out swinging for the second out. And Miller, I think that's the first Tigers hit. He beats it out for a base hit. His speed is down to 90. It was 95 earlier this season. And that may be because we have a lefty on the mound. 76%, and Dave Rader, as a career backup, he can't have a good arm. A little bit above average. Wow, he throws out 41%. Holy cow. That's pretty damn good. So I guess we're going to hold off. It's early. We're only down a run. We'll let Trammell swing away. And Trammell flies out to left. So we leave the runners stranded. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Here is Ivan Calderon. Now, don't forget, this is the last game of the month of July. So after this ball game, after I load it up to YouTube, I'll go back and I'll record a end of the month summary. We'll look at some of the bigger trades as Calderon gets a base hit there. We'll look at some of the bigger trades and see how they're panning out for both teams. We'll take a look at the standings, which we kind of know how that's sorted out. Fantastic double play turned by Hatcher at third there, getting Barrett, who's got some speed, and Boggs, who does not. I'm sorry, Calderon has speed, and Barrett, who does not. So 2 down, here's Wade Boggs. Ground ball to third. Hatcher has a chance to finish it off. There we go. So yeah, we'll take a look at the standings, and then we'll do a league leaders segment where we'll take a look and see if George Brett's still winning the American League batting title. So we go to the top of the fourth here. 1-0 Boston. Here's Mickey Hatcher. There we go. Oh, is that just a high fly ball? Oh, to the wall. Play is made out there and left by Jim Rice as it just sort of rainbowed and died right at the wall there. 1 down. Eddie Murray up next. Is that going to fall in? Oh, it's going to be caught on the run by the right fielder, Calderon. 2 down. And then Gibby strikes out. Okay, I don't like the way this game is going right now. I know that if we just kind of hang in there, we tend to come around eventually. But we have struggled in the past versus left-handers. Oh, there's the first walk since Petrie has come off the IL. No strikeouts today either. Let's turn 2 and get out of this. Here's Jim Rice. A ground ball to Lou. And a double play. There we go. Tigers infield taking care of business. 2 down. Dave Stapleton up next. And Stapleton pops it up to Trammell. 50-50 proposition here. They makes the play. There we go. Good job by Tram. We're going to the 5th. Okay, Parrish, Brock, Bass, due up. I think we're going to give Parrish the day off tomorrow and let Ramos play. There is a hard hit ball into center field, and it's, I don't know, it's missed by the center fielder, Lynn. That doesn't happen very often. That's a double for Parrish. And I think he leads our team in doubles with 16. So good job by Lance. He has over 100 hits this season. And the leadoff guy is in scoring position. Now, we're not... All we want is Brock to pull it to the right side. Let's get Parrish to third. Just don't strike out. There we go. That'll get him over. And they're pulling the infield in. That's a smart move with 1 down. I mean, a sac fly is no guarantee that Parrish scores. But he's definitely not going to score on a ground ball. So, let's just hope Bass can get it deep enough, maybe to Calderon. Oh, nope. Ground ball to second, and Parrish is gunned down at home. So, now I think we need to try to steal second. This is risky. Bass does have 2 stolen bases this year, and he's got above average speed. We're asking him to take a big chance here, and he is gunned down. All right, we're trying to generate something. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 Boston. Freddie Lynn, 7 for 14 in his career against Dan Petrie. Oh, crap. Here's the old Petrie coming back, walking his second batter, no strikeouts. We're going to pull third base in case Smalley decides to lay down a bunt. I don't think Lynn's going to be going here. It doesn't matter. Base hit to left. Lynn must have been a hit and run because Lynn goes to third on a base hit to left. That doesn't make any sense. We're going to pull the infield in, see if it works for us. Number 9 hitter, Dave Rader up. You walk the leadoff man, it's going to come back and haunt you every time. Gibby doesn't have a good arm out there. And Lynn scores easily. 2-0. So again, keep that in mind. Thrown out of the base path, they come back and score right away. So that's something I believe is like built into the game. And a base hit for Calderon. All right. This is the last batter for Petrie. We have lefties coming up. Ground ball to second. All right, Petrie. This is the Petrie that I'm afraid we're going to get the rest of the way, in which case we could have some problems. We're going to bring in George Capizzello. We have 3 lefties in the bullpen, and Cappy can definitely get righties out as well. So you take a look there at his line if you like. He's been pretty damn good for us. And he's going to have to get Boggs. Do we walk Boggs to get to Hurdle? I think Cappy's got it. If not, I guess we'll have learned our lesson. There we go. Boggs is a liner at Lou, and that'll do it. So the Red Sox get another run on the board. It's 2-0. And we have got to get our act together here. Running out of time. As we head to the top of the 6th. There's a little bloop base hit over Barrett's head at second. And the leadoff man is on. Good job by Lou. Now, I would bunt here, but we need more than 1 run. So we're going to let Miller swing away. We trust Miller. He's 1 for 2 today. And he pops it up. You can't hit and run. He's not a contact hitter. So the hit and run was off the table there. Now it's back on the table with Trammell, who's 6 for 14 with 3 home runs against Bruce Hurst. You'd love to have a home run right now. Nope. Ground ball to first. That'll get Whitaker into scoring position. And leave it up to Hatcher to drive him home. Hatcher batting .373 with a .522 slugging percentage against lefties. He goes to right on a line drive, and it's caught by Calderon, and the inning is over. Only 3 hits for Detroit. Not looking so good. I think we're going to attempt to get Cappy through 1 more inning here. Tigers have not struck out 1 batter of the Red Sox yet today, as Cappy gets Hurdle to ground out to short. Now, Rice is 0 for 2 against Capizzello, but he crushes lefties otherwise. So it's kind of risky. A ground ball to Brock. There we go, 2 down. And then Dave Stapleton steps in. Oh, an unusual walk from Capizzello. Again, not maybe not the worst thing in the world. At least it's lefty on lefty. Lynn does hit lefties as well, batting .280. And he hits a fly ball to left center field. Gibby makes the play. Good job by Capizzello, going 1 1/3. We go to the top of the 7th, and we've got Murray, Gibby, and Lance up. Eddie Murray flies out to center. One down. Gibson 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Sorry. I mean, there's not really much to see here. I mean, player of the game, I guess Parrish had the double. So maybe that's, if things go the way they're going now, that might be who we give it to. Here's Gibson. He strikes out for the 3rd time. He could get the golden sombrero if it comes back around. And Lance. Oh, Lance jacks it. Over the green monster. That's a no-doubter. 435 feet. His 9th home run on the season. And I'm hoping that power's back. That's the 3rd home run this month for Lance. Oh, then Brock strikes out, as you might have expected. So there goes the shutout. As the Tigers are on the board, cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. Good job by Capizzello. Look at that minuscule ERA. That's a Fernando Rodney ERA. Okay, so we have a switch hitter, and Smalley does not hit lefties well. So that means Kami's coming in. He's going to face Smalley, Rader, and then we'll see what happens. Here's Roy Smalley. We'll take a look at Comstock. He deserves some recognition. Pretty solid pitcher for us. Walks more than I like, but he strikes out his fair share as well. He's got a couple blown saves. Only rated as 77, but we're using him the right way, so I feel good about that. As Smalley hits a ground ball to Lou. 1 out. Dave Rader batting .077 versus lefties. And there's the Tigers' first strikeout. He worked him, though. Look at that. What is that, a 4-9? That's a 9-pitch at bat. I tried counting it when all I have to do is just look right there. Okay, 2 down. Do we let Comstock pitch to Calderon? I'm going to say no. You know what? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say let's bring in Tom Hume. Take a little bit of a look at him, too. I mean, this guy, we've used him a lot. He's technically on the block. We could take him off the block now, though, because he did not get traded. I guess there could be a trade offer after the game. Anyway, Tom Hume, solid. We've got him for 1 more year after this. And we need him to get Ivan Calderon. And he gets them. It's a pop-up on the infield to Trammell. And he makes the play. Good job by Comstock. We go to the 8th. We're down a run. It's 2-1. Bass, Whitaker, and Miller's up. There we go. Big hit Bass. We need him. Oh, he strikes out. Oh, come on. 6 Ks for Hurst. 8th inning, and he's only at 89 pitches, so he's been efficient. I mean, he could probably go about 120 as Lou gets his 2nd hit. So, yeah, Lou hits lefties well. I didn't want to put him this far down in the lineup. I thought about maybe swapping him with Brock. Maybe that would have been a better move. Okay, so Lou's on first, and Miller, we just got, now do we bunt? It's kind of a waste of an out. We've already got 1 out. We're going to let him swing away. I may regret it. I do. I immediately regretted it. Miller pops up to Boggs. And Trammell, who's 0 for 2 today with a walk. You know, we forced him to hit and run. We're just going to let him swing away. He's got the history in his favor. Ground ball, base hit past Barrett. Do we want to? No, we're not going to. It's not worth the risk. He's in scoring position. He should score on a base hit. And we have Mr. Clutch up right now, who's 0 for 3 today. So this guy is due. This is a big at bat. Oh, ground ball to second. And Barrett throws him out. So we leave 2 runners stranded. And you don't see that very often with Hatcher not coming through. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Hume's going to face Barrett. And then we'll probably bring in Rucker. Barrett smacks a fly ball to deep center field. Wow, that was a lot deeper than it looked. 405 feet from the little guy. And so here's the lefties coming up. That's going to be Rucker territory. If we come back and tie this, we're going to be short-staffed in the bullpen. But, we're playing to win right now. We'll deal with that when we get to it. Boggs lines out to right. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Next up is Hurdle. And Hurdle strikes out looking. Nice pitch on the inside corner. So the Red Sox are going to go with their new assigned closer, Luis Aponte. His numbers are not great, but you saw what we did to Eckersley yesterday. We kicked his ass. So they're going with Aponte, who's 3 for 4 in save opportunities. And he's a right-hander, so we have to think about look, we got Murray, we got Gibby and Parrish. These are the guys you want to get 1 run, So let's see if we can do that. Eddie Murray first up here in the 9th inning. We've got speed on the bench too. We get somebody on. We could pinch run as Murray grounds out. Murray 0 for 4 today. That's a little disappointing. Now Gibson 0 for 3, 3 Ks. We need to get him off the schneid. Oh no! I thought it was a 2-2 count, and I thought for sure he was getting a golden sombrero. So it's down to Parrish, who's got a home run and a double today. He's the player of the game, and he can really solidify that with another shot over the green monster. Yeah! Woo! Home run number 10 for Lance Parrish. Wow, that was awesome. I mean, we are definitely never out of a ball game. I didn't feel good about this game, but you just keep playing like baseball strategy, and you have a chance. I would rather have like games like this, even if we were to lose this game. I'd rather have it like this than have it like totally moguled, So Brock, he is the winning run at first. And I think, let's take a look at our bench, folks. I mean, we got Ricky, we've got Dawson. How does Dawson do versus right-handers? Not great. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do good versus anybody, really. Ricky is tired, so we can't bring him in. So I think we just have to play it out. We're going to let Bass take a cut here. And a ground ball to second. All right. Lance Parrish is a one-man show today. It's all tied at 2, going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Okay, so now what do we do? All we have left is Dave Smith beyond Rucker, but we've got 2 righties, and they're 2 really good righties. And then we would love to have another lefty. I think Rucker gets out righties really well, actually better than he does lefties. And he has not given up a home run this year. I may have just jinxed him, and he's 8-6, so he factors into a lot of decisions. So we're going to have him go after Jim Rice here, and we're not going to bring in defensively a third baseman like we normally would. We still got to win the ball game. Okay, there we go. He's striking out. Jim Rice, 2 Ks for Rucker. Next up, Dave Stapleton, also a righty. There's a comebacker to Rucker. So 2 quick outs. And Fred Lynn steps in. Now that home run he has against Rucker, that was a walk-off. I remember that from earlier this season. I believe that was the first run that Rucker had given up this whole season. So that was way back in May. And he strikes him out on a high inside pitch. That was a little bit of help from the ump. And we'll take it. We're going to the 10th inning. We got some free baseball. And they're bringing in Tom Bergmeyer, who sucks. He's got a 63 overall rating. I mean, none of these pitches are effective. He's actually already tired, but he's happy as a clam. And we put some runs up on him. Yeah, we scored 2 runs off him yesterday. And we scored a run off him way back in June. I hope he has a long memory. Okay, here we go. Sweet Lou up. I guess they're bringing him in because of Lou, who's a lefty. But Lou hits lefties well. He's 2 for 3 today. And he pulls on it over the first baseman's head, down the line for a double. That is Sweet Lou's 10th double of the season. He's not an extra base hit guy. Okay, Miller. Hit to the right side. We should lay down a bunt. We're going to lay down a sac bunt. They're not playing in. But if we can get Whitaker to third, we should be good. There we go. Pull the third baseman in. Whitaker. Oh, come on! Are you telling me that ball was right in the base path and he tagged him? Eddie Miller grounded to the third baseman. The runner was tagged out at third. That makes no sense at all. All right, well, he throws a bunch of junk, so we're going to try to have Miller steal second. He doesn't have a fastball. There we go. So Miller has his 17th stolen base of the season. 17 out of 20. And now we have an opportunity here for Trammell to drive him in. Why would you hit it to third? Unbelievable. I guess maybe they were waiting for us to get to Mickey Hatcher here. He's 0 for 4 today. Talk about a guy that's due. Oh, they're going to walk him. That was intentional. Makes sense. But you're walking Hatcher to get to Eddie Murray? Now, Murray is only a 250 hitter versus left-handers. But I trust Murray in this situation. Oh, boy. And he flies out to left. That couldn't have went any worse than it did. Unbelievable. All right. We're going to ask Rucker to get the next 2 batters, and then we're going to bring in Dave Smith, and he's got to struggle through the lefties. So, I'm taking Hatcher out. We're going to bring in the defense. He's terrible today. You can't hit a rated 67 or whatever he was, 63. So let's play the defense of Angle with our lefty being forced to go another inning here. Yeah. Well, there's not much you can do about that. It's a line drive by Rader. Turn 2. Oh, man. The tables are turned. Okay, well, now I have the confidence to let Rucker go after Calderon. No, I don't. We're going to take him out and bring in Dave Smith. There we go. Okay, Dave Smith. Again, at the risk of jinxing the team, has not given up a run this season in a Tiger uni, and he gets a ground ball to second, and Whitaker tosses him out. Okay, we are going to the 11th. We got Snake Eyes up there. We have Gibby, Parrish, and Brock due up. And they're keeping the lefty in there. Advantage us, I think. And Gibson grounds out to short. Could Parrish get his third home run? I guess I never thought about that until now. He could go 3 dongs here. Oh, base hit up the middle. A base hit's actually a letdown in the moment. 4 for 5 with 2 home runs. That's awesome. Okay, so now we've got some things we need to think about here. Brock, I mean, he's a double play waiting to happen. So we're going to bring in Mark Wagner to pinch run. We're going to bring in Andre Dawson to hit. And we're going to hit and run. Okay. Here we go. And a base hit into right field. Wagner going to third. There we go. Stratagem. Okay, now we have a good hit and run hitter up who has let us down so far today. So we're going back-to-back hit and run. Good job by Dawson. I just want to call that out. Somebody we have not depended much on. And a base hit to right. Wagner scores. Dawson takes third. Big hit Bass. Comes through. Gives the Tigers their third run. And there's still only 1 out. You know what? We're going to keep doing it until they stop it. I thought it was a wild pitch, but it was a double steal? Yes, I guess that was a double steal. Kevin Bass stole second, and Dawson stole home. All right. It's a little confusing. There's a wild pitch. All right. Well, they're giving it to us now. Oh, they pulled the infield in. I didn't even see him do that. As Whitaker pops out. Fast Eddie Miller up next. Oh, Miller's going to get his first dog as a Tiger. Oh, my gosh. Over the Green Monster. That is his first home run ever. That's a career home run numero uno. Nicely done, Eddie Miller. And they're bringing in Eck, who we absolutely took advantage of yesterday. And he walks Trammell. Here's Guy Solars getting his first at bat. And Solars pops it up. Tigers score 4. And that was good timing because we've only got Dave Smith left. Now we need to fix the defense. I learned my lesson. I screwed that up the other day. So we are going to put Mark Wagner at first and Bobby Ramos catch. We're actually going to put Andre Dawson in right because he's defensively superior. And we're going to put Bobby Ramos at catcher. Okay, there we go. Wagner, not great at first. I guess I could switch those two, couldn't I? Yep, that's the thing to do. There we go. Defensively, that's going to look a lot sweeter. Okay, we're down to the final 3 outs here. We've got Marty Barrett and the 2 tough lefties. Barrett first. A ground ball to Lou. Lou tosses him out, 1 down. Okay, Wade Boggs, tough out. 1 for 4 in the day with an RBI, batting .360 overall, and Smith walks Boggs. All right, it doesn't mean much. And let's end it right here. Double play as Hudler hits a grounder to Lou. Lou turns it. The Tigers win 6-2. Fantastic ball game. No trade offers. We're not going to look at the standings, and we're not going to look at transactions. We are going to just pull up the box score, and then I'll do my separate video where it will be a little bit more in depth on trades, standings, and transactions. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. A terrific victory. We finished the month 16-9 after those 4 consecutive losses to Toronto. I thought we might be dead in the water, but we've managed to hold our lead over the Yankees. We're getting some really big wins. I wish our starter. I know you look at that line from Petrie and you're thinking maybe that doesn't look so bad, but no strikeouts, 2 walks. He did not look good today. Dave Smith gets the win, first win as a Tiger, 3-4 overall now. And Lou, his 10th double. Parrish had a double and 2 home runs. It was all Lance all day. He is easily the player of the game. We had 3 stolen bases, Dawson, Bass, and Miller. Bass was also caught stealing once. Bergmeyer takes the loss. His ERA is almost 10. They have a lefty in their in AAA with the last name of LaRose, and he played in 1980, so I don't know why they're not bringing him up over Bergmeyer. Nonetheless, we're going to be back here shortly with another end of the month summary video. Until then, everyone, have a great night.